Oh, God. What's up, CT? Well, you know, I'm on my way to the Shoreline Trolley Museum. Yes, I am. And you know what? I tell you what, you can come with me, but I got to go right now and catch this trolley. So we'll be right back right after this. Okay?
Today is Saturday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
What's up, CT? Welcome to the Shoreline Trolley Museum. Hey, we're at the Shoreline Trolley Museum in East Haven. I gotta tell you, did you know there was a trolley out here in CT? Well, guess what? Kathy Solinsky is going to tell us all about it right here at the Shoreline Trolley Museum in East Haven.
Hi, I'm Kathy Solinsky, the Director of External Affairs for the Shoreline Trolley Museum here in East Haven, and I'm so glad you could visit with us today. We've got so much here to enjoy, and I just want to share it all with you. In addition to trolley rides that we have, which you actually can board a vintage trolley car, most of them from the early 1900s, and ride that down our historic Branford Electric Railway, which is a National Historic District. We have our museum building as well with wonderful displays. We've got hands-on for the kids, educational displays because we are a nonprofit educational organization. This is a great example of how trolley cars are powered. We have the trolley pole, which then attaches to the overhead wire, which is how our cars work here. And a couple of other samples too of different ways that vintage trolley cars worked in other cities. The trolley cars were actually early mass transportation, so they were all over the cities and towns of Connecticut. People would take them on trips to shopping, to school, everywhere. This is how you got around before cars and buses. Hard to imagine, but it's true. So naturally there were also booklets, tour guides, postcards, all sorts of paper goods that had information on the trolleys. And because it was so popular, it was also in pop culture, even to the point where there were cartoons written about it. Stanford resident Fontaine Fox popularized a character called the Skipper in his Toonerville Trolley comics. And they were very popular and people enjoyed his escapades, all about the trolley car. Here we have another exhibit. This is the Connecticut Trolley Towns, where there are maps and photographs of the trolleys as they ran through the different towns in Connecticut. It's a great place to look and see if you can find the landmarks in your town where the trolleys ran. And this is a wonderful hands-on exhibit for children. Here's an example of a fare register. Much like today's buses where you board the bus and you put your fare in the register, you did the same thing on a trolley car. Just took a handful of nickels to get where you wanted to go. And it works like this. Another hands-on exhibit here we have is the controller, which is what your motorman on the trolley car uses today to operate the car. So it's in forward, and then this actually takes power, which you can see through the open front of this without having the 600 volts at your feet. The lights will show the different ways, the different amounts of power that's being taken until you're at an average top speed of 35 miles an hour. There's also a phone to listen to it explain, so really you can get a good understanding of how the trolley cars operate. Another exhibit we have is a very early electric motor invented by Frank J. Sprague, a Milford, Connecticut native, and who our building is named after. This is Sprague Station. Frank Sprague invented not just motors like this, but also he developed the system for the first practical citywide trolley systems, elevated subway cars as well. He was a prolific inventor and he was a contemporary of Thomas Edison. But the reason we don't know his name is because he sold his patents to names we do know, even today: General Electric, Westinghouse, Otis elevator. This early electric motor, donated by the Sprague family, invented by Frank Sprague in 1884, is still running today. And we have a wonderful museum store here where you can pick up a souvenir of your visit. And before boarding the trolley car for your ride, come visit our ticket agent to get your ticket.
Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstrings as we started for Huntington. Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings as we glided by Huntington.
Oh, wait, Kath, you know what? The trolley?
Trolley's ready to leave. Come on, let's go.
Let's go!
Right now we're about to depart Sprague Station, and we're going to be crossing over our river actually into the town of Brantford now, because we share both towns. We're operating on the historic Brantford Electric Railway, and this line has been in continuous operation since July 1900, since the turn of the last century. The scenery here is beautiful. We've got the river first, we'll go into our yard area. We've got woods, open wetlands, and the foliage is beautiful, and we've got all sorts of wildlife around as well. Just like you know, any marsh, the wetlands, it's all very beautiful.
Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell. Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my...
We're moving into our car barn area where our collection is housed. We have approximately, I think it's about 95, 96 cars in various states of restoration and repair and conservation as well. And we have several that we use actively, like the one we're on today, Connecticut Company Car 775, which actually operated on this line. So we're going to be moving along now into our yard area. And we have display cars there. There are tours, either self-guided or docent-led. And there's one of our picnic areas as well. 2 dings means we go. So we'll be moving in its... There we go. We do have another building in our yard area that has some educational displays on the wildlife in the area. So that's fun to look at when you come into the, flip through the book and then you see, ooh, what have we seen out here? What can we see? What's indigenous to the area? This weekend also is one of our special programs, the Guest Operator Program, where with a little bit of training, a little bit of time, and with a pilot by your side, you can operate a trolley car or a vintage rapid transit car. Many of the cars themselves are absolutely beautiful works of art. This is a wooden car, and unlike buses of today that are very just serviceable, there's detailed wood moldings, there's inlaid wood, there's gold leafing on the ceiling panels. I mean, they were exquisite works of art. They were created by craftsmen who obviously put a lot more into it than, we do on some things today. And of course, the car cards with the old advertising are just hysterical to look at. They're so different from today, although some of the products that are advertised there are still in existence. There was a historic quarry railroad here as well, I believe back in the late 1800s. but your motorman, when you come to visit, can give you the history of that. It's exciting, all the things that are around Connecticut that you didn't know. Such a beautiful area with the wetlands here. I think we've got some egrets out today. Plus there are several osprey nesting boxes that have been in full use this year. So you'll see the osprey flying around. They're majestic and it's just beautiful to be out here and to see everything. And there's an osprey. They're looking in the water. The osprey flies away.
Hang on to your tickets there. I'm going to come through a bunch of tickets here in just a moment.
Well, is everybody enjoying the ride?
May I have your tickets, please? Affirmative 850, you are
So
clear
we're going to
to
head back
depart
now to our
Spring
main
Station and
barn
proceed
area
to
so we can go on
the,
tour. But at the
dispatch
moment,
shack.
we are still working on restoring the rest of our line. Hurricane Irene was a little bit difficult on us, much as she was on so much of the coastline. So through donations and fundraising, we are getting back so we can take the trolley car all the way to Short Beach, which is where we've been going for a number of years. So please enjoy the beauty of our line here.
Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Sing, sing, sing went my heartstrings as we started for Huntington Dell. Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings as we glided by Huntington Lake. The day was bright, the air was sweet. The smell of honeysuckle charmed me on my feet. I tried to sing, I couldn't squeak. In fact, I felt so good I couldn't even speak. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Time to all distant heart. Time to fall went my heartstrings as we got off at Huntington Park. As we got off at Huntington Park.
With my high starch collar and my high top shoes and my hair how high up on my head, I went to lose a jolly hour on the trolley and lost my heart instead. With this light brown derby and this bright green tie, he was quite the handsomest of men. I started to yen, so I counted to 10, then I counted to 10 again. Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell. Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the...
Now we're in the yard area and our visitors are waiting here for the next trolley car to come out, and then we can take another ride down the line. Comes the trolley. This trolley car is one of our party charters. So there's a family group on there going to enjoy their party on the trolley.
Don't come back. Come here.
This is just one of our barns that has a couple of pieces of our collection. On the left is car 500, which was the Connecticut Company's parlor car. Very beautiful car that was used by the executives of the Trolley Company. On the right-hand side is car 1199, another Connecticut Company car that traveled down through Fairfield County, and that's currently under restoration. One of the challenges we have in our location right on the shoreline is the high tides and the hurricanes. Hurricane Irene did some damage to us, and what we're doing now is we've got a capital campaign in place called Elevating the Collection. And we have Hyde property on our site here, and we'd like to build car barns so we can preserve these priceless artifacts, bringing them up to a level that won't be affected by the tide surges and the hurricanes. Information about that can be found at www.elevatingthecollection.org. We're here in one of our display barns, and some people are taking a look at some of our collection here. We have several barns that are open for touring. You know, being part of the community is important to the Shoreline Trolley Museum. We're members of several local chambers of commerce, East Haven, Branford, and Greater New Haven, and we get involved with a lot of community activities. I know that the Gateway Community College has a program that's going to be starting here at the museum, or has already started. We also see a lot of tour groups, school groups, and seniors. You know, here at the Shoreline Trolley Museum, we're preserving the antique trolley cars. But really, everything old is new again, because in cities around the country, they're bringing back the trolleys, but today they're called light rail. Now the difference, which I think is fascinating, is that today's trolley cars are utilitarian, simply transportation. But back in the day, people took trolley cars not just to get around, they took them for fun. I know John Coley here tells me stories of when he and his family, when he was a boy, took the trolley car to
Lighthouse, Double Beach. My mother would get a call from my father and say, "It's hot, it's steamy." And my father would say, "Don't start cooking. We'll take the trolley, go down to Lighthouse, get a root beer down there, then wait for the ferry boat to go across to Savin Rock. Watch the sunset when we were in the mid-harbor. Then we'd get off, walk up, get ourselves a hot dog at Peter Frank's Popcorn, which was the next booth, and root beer at the root beer stand." It was a fabulous thing, and it would be cool. And this was done on the open trolleys. My mother didn't particularly like to ride the front bench, but that seat on the front corner was reserved for me because my father knew most of the motormen, and they knew me. So that seat, get out of there, kid. Go inside. Okay, Johnny, there's your seat. Horton Street.
It was a different era then. It was definitely a different era then. And my friend Lou has some memories too of the trolley cars in Brooklyn, down at Coney Island.
I can tell you some wonderful stories. We rode the trolley for fun. We would come out on Avenue U and go to Coney Island. We'd go to Philman for frankfurters, and we'd go for soda, we'd go for ice cream, and take the trolley barn. In the trolley barn, they had a turntable. It came in off McDonald Avenue, turned around at the trolley barn, and went out on Coney Island Avenue. Same trolley. This trolley is here at this museum. The Coney Island trolley is here at this museum.
Car 1001.
There we go.
Absolutely. So much fun. A different world, and the trolley cars were such a part of it. Thank you. That's just proof that there are so many memories generated by the trolleys. Not just back in the day, but even today when you come to the Trolley Museum and take a ride for yourself. I was brought to the Trolley Museum, I think, when I was 12 years old. And of course, well, I thought every family came to places like this on vacation. Little did I know I'd wind up back here volunteering so many years later. So I have my own memories, and I think families can come here and make their own memories too. What's up, CT? I'm Kathy Slinsky, and I'm looking forward to you visiting with us here at the Shoreline Trolley Museum. Do you think you can do it again? Go ahead. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Stick your head down. Yeah.
Wow, Cass.
Oh,
man, I really hate to go back. This is so much fun.
There's so much going on here.
Oh my God!
We've even got a party charter going on in the background.
You know, I saw the party over there. All the people around the train.
Everyone's having such a good time.
Oh my God!
Got such a great day.
I
here.
really hate to go, but this is great.
I know it's time. We'll get on the trolley. We'll head back to the station.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll see you there.
Great.
Hi. All right.
Do your part. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank today.
Wow, Kathy, that was great. I gotta tell you, I can't believe
Always
all
have a
the
good time
excitement down there. That is great.
Always a terrific time here, and it's beautiful in every season, too.
Oh, my goodness.
So many reasons to come back throughout the year, from just a beautiful trolley ride down a scenic line with the woods and the wetlands, to all our events. We have so many events throughout the year.
You know, we're talking about the Easter Bunny, but you got some other things that's going to be going on, too.
Things that are coming up. We have the antique car shows. We've got, in the fall, we've got Pumpkin Patch for the little ones, Haunted Isle for the older ones.
Oh, wow.
And then Santa on the Trolley.
Isn't that awesome? All in CT here at the Trolley Museum?
Here at the Shoreline Trolley Museum, you can see it all. You can spend so much, you can have happy family memories here, and I think I love that the best.
I love that the best because that's what we need is more family things to do.
Absolutely, and also volunteering. You know, join as a member. There are so many levels of membership, and then you can come and be part of the fun too.
Oh, that's fantastic. So come on and spend some time down here at the Shoreline Trolley Museum. You can volunteer. This is a non-profit organization, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, this is what's up at CT. So, how do they find out about the Trolley Museum, though?
Well, our website is www.shorelinetrolley.org, and our complete event schedule is on there, plus information on how to volunteer or help support the museum. And we're conveniently located very close to I-95, in the beautiful Connecticut shoreline.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, you know what, Kathy? I got to tell you, it's been great. And I'm Charles Jr. from Students Entertainment on What's Up CT. And thank you, Cox Television, for making this all happen for us. And we'll see you soon. Holla.
The day was bright, the air was sweet. The smell of honeysuckle charmed me on my feet. I tried to sing, I couldn't squeak. In fact, I felt so good I couldn't even speak. Buzz, 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 went the buzzard. Time to all distant hour. Time to fall with my heartstrings. As we got off that line, oh, as we got off that line.
I just want to say thank you to all of these people here that's making this all possible. And especially John H. as in cola, not the Cola-Cola, but I like to say 86 years young. Now he's been here since this place started. So everybody, let's give him some love.
Yeah.
And this is what's up in CT. So we'll see you soon, and thank you very much, and come on and see us.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans.
These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids.
Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think, but so is the solution.
Give a gift of meals to a family in need. Visit feedingamerica.org/giveameal today.